Dominance, outstanding rebounding. This could be one of the more physical matchups of the year.
Yeah, think about rebounding, particularly on the offensive glass, has been a little bit devalued in the NBA. These are two teams that actually put stock and faith in the ability to get more possessions and therefore greater opportunities to win the game. I'm fascinated by this matchup. It's something we don't see too often in today's NBA. Which team exerts its influence to a greater degree on the window? Can't wait.
I'm with you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's Adams in at the center position. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Ball against Westbrook. James kicks to Ingram. Back to James. Clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. McGee's shot is off. Outside Westbrook. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Passes it to Ferguson. Takes the three. The Lakers with the rebound. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Ferguson, the pass to Grant. Shoots over Kuzma. Grant, that's good. Grant's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Thunder. George against James. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Now the feed to Ingram. Ball kicks to Ingram.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Puts it up from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
We know that Russell Westbrook will have the ball in his hands and initiate their offense. And how about that superior passing?
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Now here's LeBron. Shoots over Grant, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Adams, again, the Thunder score.
Boy, the jumper of Steven Adams really coming along. He is working hard to develop that.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Kuzma inside. He's covered by Grant. Baseline J on the way. Kuzma, that's good.
Well, what a terrific option he is for them. Really puts a ton of stress on an opponent. Westbrook
kicks to Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's the lob to Adams. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and then it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
Now, here is George. He had 22 points in the win against Dallas.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Grant against Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The motor of Russell Westbrook is absolutely amazing. This guy stays with his shot even through the tough contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Free throw good, Westbrook. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug, and the truth is the next man up, the next player up, can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced one for one. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought, too, character is really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Ferguson kicks to Westbrook. Ferguson, the pass to Westbrook. Adams outside. Westbrook against Ball. Here's the teardrop, and Westbrook lays it in. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Well, Westbrook has these floaters down to a science. He gets it over the defense right in time.
To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Ingram. Back to Westbrook. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Westbrook. Lakers trail by 5. James outside. He kicks it to Ball. The drive by James.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
Ball against Westbrook. 2 points. That one goes. 7 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's James. And the Lakers get it back. And he comes up with the deuce.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
The Thunder leading by 3. George finds Adams. So here's Westbrook. Guarded by McGee. Pass to Grant. George against James. George passes to Adams. Stolen by McGee. Up top, Kuzma. He's covered by Grant. And the dunk by James.
And Ball sets up his teammates when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now, here's Grant. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Pass to Ferguson. 4 on the clock. The 3 from George. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. James against George. On the wing, James. He has 6. And they double up James. Here's Ball. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Ingram. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When you think about Thunder coach Billy Donovan taking over in 2015, he came in as a 2-time NCAA champion at Florida and one of only 4 individuals to play and coach in a Final Four. Incredible stuff.
And he makes the first. And Coach Donovan, when he came in, wanted to encourage more ball movement and spacing.
I'm not sure it's played exactly as he had hoped. It's not always possible to shoehorn a new style of play. You've got to adapt to your personnel.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Now here's Rondo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Launches a three. The rebound by Patterson. The Thunder leading by 3. Now we'll go to David Aldridge. You had a chance to talk with head coach Luke Walton. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, it's all about pace tonight. He said, quite frankly, I don't think they have the speed to keep up with us. So the more we run, the better off we'll be. Power against speed tonight, Kevin. We'll see who wins. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Schroeder with the ball. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Over LeBron, and it's Schroeder missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after LeBron James's miss. Abrinas kicks to Ferguson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on LeBron James. A player who can calm down a team in a very interesting intersection in a game is a valued commodity. And Doris, you see a lot of these players every game in the league that have that quality.
You do, and you could go across any number of organizations. I would begin with Chris Paul, who has the ability to hit big shots, either on his own ability to break a defender down or to find the right person to create that opportunity. Sean Livingston of the Golden State Warriors and Andre Iguodala of the Golden State Warriors are 2 what I like to call stabilizers. And then the other great guy, of course, we have to include him in every conversation, is LeBron James, because he can dictate the outcome of a game on a possession-by-possession basis.
So he gets them both.
When you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you have to start and end the conversation with the historic regular seasons put on by Russell Westbrook. The one thing you have to wonder, has he taken them as far as he can?
Now here's Stevenson. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Diallo. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Kicks it to Patterson. Takes a 3. That one misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. And if you're building a team around Westbrook on paper, Doris, how do you do it?
Well, he's a player, obviously, who needs the basketball in his hands. And if you look at a team like the Rockets, where James Harden is complemented by shooters and a rim runner, you wonder if that's the blueprint for somebody like Russell Westbrook.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. They get it again. And that one's good. Noel. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Now here's Stevenson, guarded closer. Chandler finds Rondo. And the Lakers with another miss.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
The pass to Patterson. Here's Diallo. And the shot goes in. And it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, I think, guys, what's amazing to me is LeBron has been in his prime for over a decade at this point. And we all kind of keep waiting for Father Time to catch up. But who knows when that's going to happen?
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off.
I don't know how often we can say we get to watch a once-in-a-generation talent, but how lucky are we to watch LeBron do his thing?
No luck that time either. The Thunder leading by 9. There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Diallo. He's guarded by Stevenson. And good that time.
And, guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Poke loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder. Five seconds left to play in the first. Sinks the three-pointer.
The D a little bit too concerned about the ball going inside on the inbound play. They forgot to guard that perimeter.
A shot off that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Hart is out there with LeBron James, and it's Chandler in at the 5. Here's Noel following the basket by LeBron James. Abrines' shot is off. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Tipped away. It's stolen by Schroeder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Schroeder. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. Well, who doesn't like fast break basketball? They're on the 2K Sports leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA with the teams who have scored the most points in transition this season. The Lakers second.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
The first one falls. Greg, as we get closer to the halfway point of the season, it's clear just how impactful LeBron James has been on this roster.
It is night and day from the Lakers of last year to this year. This is just how much adding a player like LeBron can change your team. He just does so much and opens up so many options for everyone else on the roster.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Rondo dishes to Caldwell Pope. A steal. Here's Diallo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. It's the second. The Oklahoma City Thunder with one of the more rabid fan bases, Doris, in the NBA.
Well, 7 straight seasons of sellouts. There's something about the love affair you find in these small market one sport towns. This is an organization that has the complete and full support of their community.
The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Diallo. He has 7. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Spurs, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
That free throw good from Diallo. And the Thunder making a switch here. George is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
You know, I think casual fans of the NBA probably wonder what makes LeBron so good. And you look at some of the attributes he has physically, the size, the strength, the quickness. But to me, it's as much about his pursuit of greatness and the commitment year-round to excelling and building his skills. He's truly a seminal player in NBA history.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the night. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the night. His strength, Doris, he can shrug off defenders.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is easily one of the most formidable finishers to ever play the game. You think about it, he is as big and strong physically as most centers that are challenging him at the rim. What an imposing guy.
Now Caldwell Pope. Paul George missing from long range. Caldwell Pope outside. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Well, just solid work in the painted area. Paul George, quality look, excellent decision.
Caldwell Pope on the wing, defended by George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives the lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screen.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Pass to George. Caldwell Pope with some nice
Celtics. This game also available.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Hart the pass to Ball.
Anthony
Back to Hart. Inside. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Westbrook. 32 points for him last game against Dallas.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Grant against Kuzma.
Okay, now you've got to dial down the intensity a bit, right? That's his second foul, and we still got a ways to go before halftime.
Doris, I'm looking at Jeremy Grant, a second-round pick back in 2014 out of Syracuse. The Grant family has produced a number of NBA players. What do you think caused him to slip to the second round?
Well, Jeremy Grant was definitely a young man drafted on potential. Here we have a great athlete whose game is still sort of rounding its way out. He has gotten on the floor in the NBA because of his defense, his ability to run in transition, and I think on the offensive end, there are a number of areas he can improve on. He can become a knockdown mid-range shooter. He can get 8 to 10 points in transition or offensive rebounds. There's a lot to like here, Kevin.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Now, here's Ball. Last game he had 13. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Ball. He kicks it to McGee. Shoots over Adams, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
Westbrook double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Lakers trail by 6. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Westbrook. He has 7, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Hart has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ingram against Westbrook. Elbow shot, and the basket is good. Westbrook's got 9.
We know this, Kevin. This mid-range game has always been attached to Russell Westbrook.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
1 shot.
And it's tied up with that one. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Grant outside. Pass to George. Back to Grant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Felton. Rebound the Lakers.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Now here is McGee. 6 points for him. Hart, no good. Feeds it to Westbrook. McGee with the block. Here's Adams. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Thunder with another miss. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-5 run. Hart the pass the ball. Kuzma with it. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Raymond Felton comes out of North Carolina. He's the 5th overall pick back in 2005. It's incredible to me that this is his 14th season. The first 9 he started. I don't know that people realize that.
That's good from Raymond Felton. Doris, talk about what's kept Felton around this long.
You know what, Kevin? For every organization that Raymond Felton has ever played on, the head coach loves him. And why is that? Well, one, he understands how to run a team from the point guard position. He's a low-mistake player that takes great care of the basketball. He's willing to mentor younger players. I would sort of liken him to that game manager quarterback, somebody who you know what you're going to get on a night-by-night basis. And there is huge value to NBA head coaches when you get that.
Now, here's Ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ingram against Westbrook. Out to the right wing. George up top. Eight feet away. He gets it in there. George has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Ball with it. Now Felton defending. Ball against Felton. Ball kicks to Ingram. Shoots over Grant, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Now here's Felton. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Grant against Kuzma. And Adams kicks to Grant. Drills it from outside. Grant got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Grant is going to have to expand his range. And how about the confidence on that jumper?
And here is Ball. There's the pass to Kuzma. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ball. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and Ball's size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
LeBron's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And then for Oklahoma City, Alex Abrinas is checked in for Westbrook. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Raymond Felton. And the second free throw, good. And so here is Oklahoma City. Schroeder outside. Grant outside. He dishes it to Adams. McGee with the block. Stolen by Grant. Schroeder kicks to Adams. McGee with the block. Ingram outside. Trying to find Ball. He gets it to him. Here's Stevenson. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Stevenson's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles. George looking over the floor. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Now, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Here's Ball. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
James finds McGee. To the inside. Ball. Again, the Lakers.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
54 seconds left now here in the second. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You just can't allow Ball to get comfortable when he's penetrating inside. He does a great job of using his size and those hesitation moves to draw fouls.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. That's good from Ball.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Some changes for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler is checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ingram. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Patterson in for Grant.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lobbed up there for Chandler.
Well, he is lethal attacking the rim, particularly in those pick and rolls. Tyson Chandler still has juice.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. George against Stevenson. Tries from 10. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rondo kicks to LeBron. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now holding a 2-point halftime lead. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their playmakers are showing up tonight, seeing the court well, moving the basketball.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And it's the Thunder with the ball, trailing by 2, and on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's George in at the 3 spot. 16 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
James kicks the ball. Down low. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ingram's got the first basket of the third quarter for Los Angeles. Thunder trailing by 4. Passes it to Ferguson. On the wing, George. Outside Westbrook. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ferguson. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. Westbrook pulls it in. To the inside. Here's Grant, and it's denied.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. The shot's good from Kuzma.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Adams against McGee. And Adams kicks to George. Pass to Ferguson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They were hoping for a fast start. Instead, they're 0 for 4.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Ferguson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The pass to James. Excellent D there from George.
Yeah, affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Out left to the wing. Grant surveying the D. Ferguson kicks to Grant. 5 to shoot. Westbrook against Ball. And it's Westbrook missing.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself. I don't think any of us can forget that broken leg Paul George suffered playing for the United States national team in 2014. But what a joy, guys, to see him back and playing at an elite level.
George against James. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Diallo's checked in. On defense, Oklahoma City. 8-point game. And Doris, you go back to the injury for Paul George. Some moments where you question whether he'd be the same player. Do you think, in your opinion, that factored into his decision to leave Indiana in search of a more competitive situation?
You know what, Kevin, I'm not sure if the injury played a part, but we know unequivocally because Paul George stated it. He wants his legacy to be about winning. And because those peak years for a star player can be fleeting, you have to appreciate the pursuit of just that.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Diallo kicks to George. Clock at 6. Passes it to Diallo. From beyond the arc, it's deflected.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one.
And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Pass to James. Lots of room. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. LeBron's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. Westbrook kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
LeBron outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Paul George is so versatile, Doris. He could play in any system, don't you think?
Oh, I completely concur, Kevin. This is a man who can create offense with the ball in his hands. In a secondary role, we know he can be a knockdown shooter, and we're talking about an elite NBA defender. So any team in the league could use a player like PG.
Thunder trailing by 11. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
I tell you, Westbrook always looking to pull up if the defense backs off.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to LeBron. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. Double team on Westbrook. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Lakers with possession here. Lakers leading by 8. Caldwell Pope outside. Now Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. LeBron outside. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. And that one is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Adams right side. Pass to Diallo. And stolen by Kuzma. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And a moment here to see the numbers for James. 6th in scoring, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Diallo. And the Lakers also making a switch. Chandler's checked in. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got 6 points.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
And again, no good by the Lakers.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
No, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Here's George to the left side wing. And Patterson kicks to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Caldwell Pope passes to Chandler. James in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. A nice shot by LeBron.
Well, it doesn't take much for LeBron James to find his rhythm. The king right now making it look effortless.
Westbrook against Caldwell Pope. And slam dunk by Noel.
Okay, I've loved the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. It's stolen by Schroeder. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
James, the bounce pass. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. It's hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 4. Double team on Westbrook. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Schroeder, left side. Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range. And now just a 1-point Laker lead. Schroeder against Rondo. Softly drops in the floater. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
The pass to George. To the inside. Noel. No good that time. Nice D from Chandler. And Los Angeles guys shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Schroeder. The teardrop falls in. Schroeder's got 7 points here in this quarter. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's take this moment to bring you a leaderboard featuring a very well-rounded group. The top rebounding small forwards in the NBA the last 10 games. Second is Paul George.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' game. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Yeah, this is a very physical group of players, and all with a great nose for the ball. They don't shy away from getting down low and pounding the boards with the big guys. In fact, they just thrive on it.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Abrinas is checked in. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. George, no good.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
LeBron, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Abrinas. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Schroeder looking around. 5 to shoot. Outside, George. For the tie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Ball's knocked loose. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. Here's the teardrop. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, George. Passes to Abrinas. Six to shoot. From deep. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
Schroeder passes to Abrinas. Here's Patterson. No good. That would have tied it.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder. For Los Angeles, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ball comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for George. He's perfect from the line this time. 20 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Schroeder up top. Over ball. That one wide left. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. Brandon Ingram's out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Abrinas' shot is off. Lakers leading by 5. Stevenson outside. They get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped.
Well, persistent defense on the part of Patrick Patterson. This guy anticipates the shot and says, no, sir.
Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Abrinas. Kicks to Noel. It's Schroeder, top of the key. Shoots over Ingram and misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Lakers. James. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Pass to Patterson. Pass to Schroeder. To the wing right side. Abrinas' shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 5. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Chandler. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for LeBron. Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Now here's Stevenson. Clock at 6. Tries from 10. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Stevenson's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. To the middle. Noel finds Schroeder. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Oh, since the break, his efficiency has gone up a notch, looking really polished now.
Ball against Schroeder. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Now here's Ingram. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Down low. It's deflected. And it's off the back rim. No good. Thunder trailing by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the pass to Ferguson. He kicks it to Noel. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Attacking with great ferocity, Kevin. Noel can't be contained on that drive.
Passes to Stevenson. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They're fortunate to be in front, given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Ingram. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play.
Well, Alex Abrinas in his 3rd year out of Spain. This guy brings tremendous size, 6'6" shooting guard, and boy, can he shoot at 37% from distance.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Abrines has relied on his three-point shooting, the vast majority of his attempts coming from beyond the arc.
Well, when you've played alongside Russell Westbrook, you've got to be prepared for catch-and-shoot opportunities. And I think this is what Alex Abrines' strength is. Now, what has to happen is he's got to diversify that offensive game as his career progresses, and he's got to make sure, Kevin, that he evolves as a defensive player as well. He's got to understand great positioning. He's got to be on point with all of his scouts of his opponents. But this guy can be a knockdown shooter.
Drills the three-pointer. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
It's Ingram on the wing. Fades away. And it's Noel with the rebound. Here's Oklahoma City. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Ferguson kicks to Abrines. Poke loose. Grant outside. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Here's Schroeder. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 1.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Ingram. And it's Abrines in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Abrines has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Oklahoma City. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Ball kicks to Kuzma. McGee, the pass to Hart to the right side. Ingram outside. Clock at 6. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Abrines. Grant outside. 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. The Lakers trail. Inside, here's Kuzma. Tries again, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Easy call.
2.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Free throw good. Kuzma. A different look for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Paul George comes in for Alex Abrines. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. So he gets them both. And so here is Oklahoma City. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Westbrook finds George. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram. Westbrook against Ball. This is to Ingram. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And it's almost unfair for a 6'9" guy like Ingram to handle the rock like that. Just superb at maneuvering through the D.
Pass to Ferguson. And he dunks it down.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
And he slams it one-handed.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
And George kicks to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. James checked in for Los Angeles. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Nerlens Noel checks in for Patrick Patterson. Noel with it. Inside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. Six to shoot. And here's George. It's good. George has got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
Well, just pretty form, right? Paul George, effortless as a scorer.
Ball dishes to Ingram. That's tipped. Stolen by Grant. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. George with no one around. Here's Westbrook. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Kuzma passes the ball. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Westbrook finds Grant.
That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Lakers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Back to James. Just 4 to shoot. Looking to get back on track here, and Grant sends it back.
Well, he's got to be a defensive stalwart, and Jeremy Grant using his size to send it back.
Ferguson misses. Lakers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. To the middle, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And you want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his name is called.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Grant outside. Back to Westbrook. Shoots over ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
Wow. You know the ball is going in when Russell Westbrook steps into these moments. Just so adept at hitting big shots.
James kicks to McGee, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his 3rd foul of the game. .158 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from McGee.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
Out to the right wing. Now Westbrook. Grant the pass to George. And stolen by James. Down low. Kuzma kicks the ball. Now the dish to LeBron. Back to ball. 6 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Here's Ferguson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Kev, Noel won't back away from these big-time moments. He's saying, this is my time.
Pass to James. Stolen by George. To the inside. Stolen by McGee. Now, here's Ball. James, right side. Good!
Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is exactly what you have to be, especially when your team needs a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 3. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Noel finds Westbrook over Ball. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 4. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, this is what they're left with, needing a fast bucket, then a foul.
Well, it's desperation time, and you don't have a ton of time to play around with. They know it. Got to get to work.
Ferguson kicks to Westbrook. Lets it go from 11, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
This guy is clutch. He's money. The game's in the balance. Russell Westbrook says it's my turn.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And there's the pass to Ferguson. Noel dishes to Westbrook. Offline with his 3. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges.